Welcome to Research Business Daily Report for May the 21st, 2012. Hi everyone, I'm Bob Lederer, editor and publisher at RFL Communications. We hope you had a great weekend and thank you for joining us today. Research employment opportunities top almost every RBDR viewer's interest list. And we're pleased to have more for you on that front today and some rosy news at that. 62% of executives responding to PwC's U.S. Private Company Trendsetter Barometer voiced optimism about this year. 90% of them expect positive revenue growth, averaging a promising 9.5%. 59% of the private companies plan to add workforce. Now, although the companies say that they tend to have trouble finding people with the right skills, that shouldn't be a problem when it comes to filling research slots. That and specific interest in IT to better understand customers and increased pressure on higher wages are other complementary positives. Take a look at this study at www.barometersurveys.com. Moving on, last week we spoke about Pinterest and Facebook, but for entirely different reasons, of course. But e-commerce news tied them together in a posting. Peter Susiu described Pinterest as a potential companion site for Facebook. And in fact, 20% of Facebook users already pin something on Pinterest every day. NetPop Research Principal Analyst Josh Crandall commented that Pinterest is, quote, a destination that gets more interesting and time-consuming by the moment, end of quote. And observed M2 private analyst Billy Pigeon about competitive threats, quote, to take on Pinterest, you'd have to do it better, and Pinterest is already doing it very well, end of quote. Next, a handful of startup companies pioneered webcam focus groups about a decade ago, and now finally it has research users' attention. The Focus Vision 15th Annual Focus Group Index shows the percentage of focus groups in the United States grew 4% last year. But the study's most interesting piece of information for me was the growth in webcam research, up 133% for the year and accounting for 2.7% of all focus group activity. Finally, I'd like to recommend a job outpost I've discovered. www.insidefacebook.com has, of course, Facebook career postings. I saw on the list this week openings for an associate in custom market insights in New York and for a product analyst at an undisclosed location. That's Research Business Daily Report for May the 21st, 2012. I'm Bob Lederer, and we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow with more novel and helpful news and insights.